What is up, college sports fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Coos, and I'm coming to you once again from the hills of wild and wonderful West Virginia. And this is Coos' Corner, and it's a great day to be a Mountaineer. I'm going to give you my reaction of West Virginia's big come-from-behind win over Kansas State in college basketball. Before I do, I ask if you haven't yet, please hit the red subscribe button. Please give me the thumbs up if you like the video. Please check out my Patreon page and my membership page and become a member of Coos' Corner so you can take advantage of all the perks I'm going to offer. Now let's get on with the show. West Virginia, what can I say? Great comeback. I mean, they couldn't have looked much worse in the first half. Second half come out looked like a completely different basketball team. They did what they've been doing all season and just found a way to win the basketball game. They end up winning the game 71-68 at home over Kansas State. At halftime, they were down 40-27. And we're down 17 points at one time in the first half. So it looked atrocious in the first half. May have been sluggish because I know that they hadn't played in a week, and several of the guys hadn't played in almost 2 weeks because they had 3 guys in COVID protocol last week that couldn't play. So those guys hadn't played in about 2 weeks, and who knows if they're 100% healthy as far as the way they feel. And sometimes that COVID, if they had COVID, sometimes it takes a while to recover from it. Even once you're negative, sometimes it still takes days before you're fully back to 100%. But I couldn't be prouder of this team, man. They fought. Sean McNeill was absolutely red hot in the second half, just raining threes down on Kansas State in the second half. Kansas State shot the ball 37% from the floor. West Virginia was at 41%, so West Virginia did win there. And West Virginia won from the free throw line, actually. West Virginia was 12 of 17 from the foul line at 70.6%. And Kansas State was 5 of 7, which is 71.4 high percentage, but didn't shoot as many shots. Now, if you remember in my pregame video, I said West Virginia needs to keep Kansas State off the free throw line, and that's exactly what they did. Kansas State did not do that. West Virginia was able to make their foul shots shooting above their season average today, and that was the difference in this game, in my opinion. It was the free throw shooting. They won the game from the foul line today. There were games earlier this year where they almost cost themselves games from the foul line. But not this time. They got it done. Sean McNeill ended up scoring 26 today, was 9 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 6 from three-point range, and like I said, was just on fire in the second half, was making just dropping bombs from three-point range today. Taz Sherman, only 14 today, but he was one of the guys in COVID protocol, so not really a big surprise that he wasn't himself today, but he did score 14 points. Still a good day, 5 of 13 shooting. Kedrian Johnson, they had another guy in double digits today. Usually it's been McNeill and Sherman in double digits most games, but today Kedrian Johnson stepped up, put 11 points in on 4 of 9 shooting. And Gabe Osabuohien, he was in COVID protocol, but you wouldn't have known it. The guy come out, ended up with 12 rebounds on the game, and of course he drew some charges, played really good defense, was just all over the court as he always is, just doing what Gabe does. And those 12 rebounds were huge because a lot of them came on the offensive end. Got to give kudos to K-State, though. K-State battled, man. K-State only had 8 scholarship players playing in this game today because of COVID protocols. They were without their head coach, and they still just about pulled away a win in Morgantown on the road today. Most of the game outplayed West Virginia, actually. But kudos to that team, man, for battling and the way they battled and the heart they showed. Statistically for them, you had Nijel Pack led the way with 20 points, with 6 of 15 from three-point range. Mark Smith, almost a double-double, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Ismail Massoud, 13 points, and then Marquise Nowell, their point guard, did have a double-double today. He had 10 points and 10 assists. That guy was, in my opinion, he's the catalyst of this basketball team. Just looked really good today out there as a floor general, leading that Wildcat team. But once again, credit to Mountaineers for pulling it out. Let's go back to the team stats. Let's look at the team stats real quick. Field goal percentage, Kansas State was at 37, West Virginia was at 41, so West Virginia did shoot the ball a little better. 3 points, Kansas State was 13 out of 34 for 38%. West Virginia was 7 of 22, 32%. But most of those came in the second half. Free throw shooting, Kansas State 5 of 7, West Virginia 12 of 17. Rebounds, Kansas State 39 to West Virginia 42. West Virginia actually got 31. West Virginia actually won the defensive rebounding battle 31-28, which speaks volumes. Kansas State was the number 1 defensive rebounding team in the league coming into this game, led by Mark Smith, who was leading the league in rebounding coming into this game. And West Virginia was able to out-rebound Kansas State. Now, I get it. Kansas State had some guys out that could have played a role in the game. Assists, Kansas State had 17 to West Virginia's 9. Steals, Kansas State 7, West Virginia 2. Blocks, Kansas State 7, West Virginia 5. Total turnovers, both with 11. Both teams like to force turnovers. West Virginia has had an issue with turning the ball over too much this year, but today they were able to take care of the ball a little better than they have been. Fouls, Kansas State committed 20, West Virginia 12. Technical fouls, Kansas State didn't have one technical. The guy dunked on one of our players and then taunted him afterwards, so they called the technical. Sean McNeill was able to knock back down both free throws. And then the largest lead, Kansas State at one time was up by 17 in the first half. And then West Virginia did stretch their lead out to 8 in the second half. Kansas State was able to keep it close, and then before West Virginia pulled out a 3-point victory. Listen, like I said, congrats to Bob Huggins and his staff and his players. Gutted out another win. That's what this team's probably going to have to do throughout the course of the season, throughout Big 12 play. They're just going to have to gut wins out because they're probably not going to be better. They're probably not going to be better on paper than a lot of teams they play, but they can get it done with grit. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Malik Curry. Kid played hard today, made some good plays for West Virginia. Ended up leaving the game with looked like a lower body injury, maybe an ankle or something. Wish him the best. He had to be helped off the court, so it didn't look good. Hopefully it's nothing really serious. Hopefully that kid will be able to come back and play and finish the season. We'll see. So our thoughts and prayers go out to him. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what your thoughts were on the game. If you didn't have a chance to check out my game preview video, you can check it out right here. I appreciate you tuning in. Q Country Roads, baby.